But I feel like they're using it a lot for, I know that they have access, but I think that if you drive by them, you can see where they've completely cleared it out. They're probably when I was working on it, I remember you mentioned that. What's the
I thought about that.
Standing up for you. Mr. Brown over there wanted to trust me. I didn't like that. It's 30. I appreciate you. Please, I did appreciate it. You know what?
I was about that weird to see something.
Good.
Absolutely.
Should.
Welcome back. How are you?
How are you? How are you, sir?
All right.
Too quiet as too quiet as black sheep. Went back to Philippines and had 4 years out. What? Yeah, well,
You didn't get that read it last time?
I want to talk to you about
Good stuff.
If we can actually do that.
Beef stuff.
That's beef.
Oh, yeah, Nice.
I'd like to call this regular session of Parkersburg City Council to order for January 27, 2026. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Mr. McCravy? Here. Ms. Poole? Here. Mr. Brown? Present. Ms. Tuck? Here. Mr. Huffman?
Here.
Mr. Reynolds, Mr. Rexroth,
Here.
Mr. Moore,
Here.
Mr. Bukowski,
Here. Council, you should have received minutes from our regularly held meeting on January 13th. Are there any additions or corrections?
Move to approve.
I have a motion and a second. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Mr. McCravy,
Yes.
Ms. Poole,
Yes.
Mr. Brown,
Yes.
Ms. Tuck,
Yes.
Mr. Huffman,
Yes.
Mr. Rexroth,
Yes.
Mr. Moore,
Yes.
Mr. Bukowski,
Yes. Do we have any reports from standing or special committees? We held a committee of the whole meeting, started out as a special city council meeting for planning and priorities for the upcoming budget. And we rose a report to council after that meeting. We're going to move on to our public forum. It will be 40 minutes in length, 4 minutes for each speaker. Madam Clerk, do we have anybody signed up tonight?
just one, sir, Mr. Hayden.
Mr. Hayden, please come up.
Brian Hayden, 631st Street here in Parkersburg. Tonight you guys are going to vote on continuing a levy. We have had a number of good projects that have been beneficial to our community. Transportation being a fundamental growth opportunity for us in terms of what people are looking for when considering new communities. I've spoken to many people who feel that we need better access to public infrastructure, sidewalks, walkable streets. We have a bike path that's a little out of the way and doesn't serve downtown as well as the outlying communities. Part of the larger focus for a city to grow is inviting and welcoming people of all diverse backgrounds. I have a daughter-in-law who's legally blind, and I have to take time to teach her how to ride a public bus. And it's been a long time since I've been in a city that's had a functioning bus service. It's limited here. I can take her some days. Other days, my wife can. But we don't all have that opportunity or that infrastructure. Please, as we go forward and we consider our budgets for the next year, accessibility has been a cornerstone of growth. We have taken the time to add an ASL interpreter here. We moved away from using closed captioning. Someone who's hearing impaired who doesn't speak ASL. The closed captioning helps tremendously with our limited acoustics. Consider those diversity issues. I know it's a trigger word for some people, but we are an inclusive community, whether you like it or not, because people live here, and you can't change that. Thank you, and I support this bus levy, and I support public projects that do good for the maybe only a few people, but our larger community. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hayden. That'll end our public forum. Do we have a message from the executive tonight?
I'll be very brief. I see Mr. Woofter. Is Mike here tonight?
He was not able to come out.
Can you speak for a minute briefly?
Sure.
Okay, I just want to encourage everyone up here, if you haven't hopped on a bus, if Mr. Woofter, Mike may not like this, he'll let you take a ride for free. I encourage you to do that at some point. I've done it 2 or 3 times, maybe 4 times over the years, but, so if you would relay that to Mike, that folks from city council may be hopping on a bus at some point. Hopefully he'll let them ride for free one time.
I'm sure he would be happy to come.
But I seriously encourage you to do that, and just, it's expensive, mass transportation is not cheap, and, Mr. Woodford doesn't even work for free, I'm sure. So I encourage you to do that at some point. If you haven't done it, take a bus.
Thank you, Mayor. Madam Clerk, resolution number 1, please.
A resolution authorizing an election for renewal of an existing levy under the provisions of West Virginia Code, Chapter 11, Article 8, Section 16, to provide for the continued operation of the mass transit bus system.
Mr. President,
Ms. Cool,
move for adoption of the resolution.
we have a motion and a second, any discussion? Hearing none, Madam Clerk?
Mr. McCready?
Yes.
Ms. Cole?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. Tuck?
Yes.
Mr. Huffman?
Yes.
Mr. Rexroad?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Polkowski?
Yes. Resolution passes. I have a motion to adjourn. We got a first, got a second?
Second.
We're adjourned. We'll take a quick break and then we'll, resume with our URA meeting.
You are able to start in 5 minutes.
Sorry to put you on the spot there, Counselor, but.
That's all right, well, I showed up and I.
Can't wait. I'm going home. Are you covering for TV? Yeah. Thank you. Time behind yours, please. 8:30. We'll try and stay home.
We're not asserting we're not. We're saying that this contract is subject to approval by the public. We said that.
Is your idea that we're to transfer to?
Yeah, be careful.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Let Claudia know. Make recommendations. It needs screws.
Yeah, we'll have to like.
I've got a first draft.
You know, like.
I'm sorry. This is a, this is a administrative. This is one more cautionary. Yeah, he's not hiring. A lawyer wouldn't have done it.
You should have my number. Or here, let me give you
But I think, you're using city ordinance, the city search, the city's defense. And you think July.
You're working.
I'm going to go.
I never just thought of that.
I'm attaching the circuit court. So I'm pushing back on.
this URA meeting, January 27th, 2026, to order. Calling the roll, please.
Mr. McCready?
Here.
Mr. Brown?
Here.
Ms. Tuck? Here. Mr. Huffman?
Here.
Mr. Reynolds? Mr. Rexroad?
Here.
Mr. Moore?
Here.
Mr. Bukowski?
Here.
Ms. Cool?
Here. URA members, you have the minutes from the meeting on December 16th.
Motion approved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Connie, the roll, please.
Mr. McCready?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. Tuck? Yes. Mr. Huffman?
Yes.
Mr. Rexroad?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Bukowski?
Yes.
Ms. Cool?
Yes. Before we get started, I'd just like to say one thing about URA this year. This is our first URA meeting for 2026. I'm looking forward to a very exciting year this year. I have met with development. We have 3 specific areas we would like to work on this year. Number 1 will be working together for the betterment of Parkersburg, what's best for our city. Number 2 is concentrating on the corridor from 7th Street into downtown Parkersburg. That is the main corridor through it, and we want to improve that area. Number 3, we can go LRA, or we can stay URA. That depends upon URA. We work together. We can do the same thing almost as an LRA can, but we gotta work together. And number 4, I would like for URA to work this year on building 2 new houses in the city of Parkersburg. So, which we can do. We can do this. We've gotta work together, and that's the main point. Okay, I'm gonna turn this over to Kalea, Vermont, to give the planning division report.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Today I'd just like to briefly highlight an ongoing behind-the-scenes process related to kind of community outreach. So when URA properties are acquired, we are notifying the adjacent owners to those lots. By state law, we're required to do that for the properties we receive from the tax sale, but we go a little bit further just to do our due diligence to notify the neighbors of any property that we receive via donation or that we purchase. With those properties, that allows those adjacent neighbors the first opportunity to express interest, apply. This approach, just gives a lot of transparency, encourages neighborhood redevelopment, and in 2025, we issued and prepared 82 notification letters, and I believe that this outreach has resulted in an increase in our application activity, because most people may not know that the lot next to them is available to them, and so we give them that opportunity. And I just wanted to highlight that in my planner's report this evening, and we can move on to our first agenda item. Our first agenda item is 1301 Avery Street. It is a application to purchase the property. This property is 4 parcels in total. It's in the R3 residential district, but this is also part of within the Avery Historic District. The property is about 11,000 square feet. The property was acquired in 2024. We did purchase this property for $25,000. Then we invested about $114 to have the property, the previous property on it demolished. So that's a total of $135,000. The applicant is Robert Schaefer, submitted a bid for $8,088.88. His purpose is to rezone the property to a business district, combine the lots, and market the site for future business use. This property is not located in one of the planning focus areas, but it's directly adjacent to the downtown business district that he's proposing to rezone it to. Under the 2030 comprehensive plan, the future land use of that traditional small block neighborhood is residential in nature, but to rezone this parcel, I mean, that's plausible. It could be considered a B4 zoning district and become part of that planning focus area, if he so proposes. If there are no questions, that sums up my report for 1301 Avery.
Thank you, Kalaya. I'd like to call a public hearing. Anyone who is for or against the buying or selling, the buying of this property?
Do I have to be invited?
No, but you could wait till I'm done saying what I need to say, please. I appreciate that. You come up and speak either for or against the sale of this property. I will now open this part of URA for the public hearing.
Okay, I see.
Now, Mr. Benoit, you're on board to speak.
Thank you. I see we're wanting to, we have a bid for $8,088.88. And to me, that's a loss to us of $126,911 to the citizens. And then I see we're wanting to rezone it and turn it into a business district, and they want to market it for business. Why don't we do that instead of us taking $126,000 loss? I don't need
Yes, please do. We like line of sight, Mr. President. I'm sorry, we do.
He's not bothering me.
Sir, you're in the line.
But
You're just in the line.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So anyways, I'd like to know a couple of questions. How do we go about obtaining a piece of property like that for the URA? Not to bid, how is this gonna prompt for the URA to end up with?
Okay. We purchased it.
And how do we know it's there? Someone approach you approach them? Is it?
I'm sorry, I'm not understanding what you're asking.
I'm asking, how does the URA end up with this piece of property? I know you purchase it, but what's the process to get to that point where you purchase it? I'm not familiar with it.
Brian, do you understand? I
Yeah,
understand
so-
what he's saying, but you worked through this, the whole process.
Every property is different.
Could
This
you come
property.
up, please? I'm sorry.
Is this still?
I know what
public
happened.
forum or?
Public hearing.
Okay. Okay, so as you all know, URA acquires property through lots of various different means, whether they're referred to the BDA, whether it's a tax sale acquisition, whether it's eminent domain. This property has a long past, started in 2022, 2023, it appeared on BDA for 12, 18 months, something like that. We had lots of conversations with the previous property owner, I'm not gonna name, and we did authorize eminent domain. And obviously, once the URA does make a motion to acquire property via eminent domain, the planning division has one kind of final line of communication with that property owner. It says, hey, this is the fair market value. This is what the URA is going to acquire this property for. You can accept it. You have 14 days to do so, or we can go through the eminent domain process, which is a long, lengthy process. Likely still ends up with that same, transaction price. So we did acquire this, like Malia said, $25,000, but this is, not the only way the URA acquires property.
Okay. Now you know.
I knew.
Okay.
But it's better coming from the development director who worked the process.
Okay, the other thing is it was in the historic district, and the BZE or BZA, whatever it's called, is the one that didn't go through the historic commission were approved?
It did not need to go through,
Is there a reason?
just,
Okay.
I'll let him, he did the process.
Sorry, I don't wanna interject, but I do wanna clarify that, you know, it's not we want, you know, planning division has received an application from an individual, we're required to honor that application request. It doesn't mean you all or we are supportive or are not supportive, this is the process, we're giving them the right, to make an offer and a proposal.
Yep, I understood that, that's why I'm asking, are we ready to lose almost $127,000 for someone to make a profit off of what they spent?
I guess we need to wait and see what URA questions have, so.
And we're only working on this piece of property right now?
I'm sorry,
This piece of property only, because I have one about the Black Street.
you can only do this one,
Thank you.
thank you.
So, I'm not up here to speak for or against it. I've mentioned this in different meetings that we've had. The history of Parkersburg is important and matters to me, being that this is a historic district, 1301 Avery Street. And the URA confirmed that all steps necessary for the demolition of historic property were completed, and including determining whether the structure can be rehabilitated and provide economic benefit to the city. Review and documentation by a qualified professional historian, West Virginia Historic Preservation Office approval, certificates of appropriateness, EPA and DEP, environmental and asbestos compliance, independent safety inspections, and site rehabilitation requirements. If so, I hope so, if so, are they publicly available those, and if not, can they be? Because like I said, I think the history, and if we could preserve like historic histories instead of demolishing, I think that's a good thing.
It's been demolished.
Right, I understand that, but I'm
It's
saying.
kind of, you know,
it's a
I'm
fair
sure-
question.
Mr. Harbor? Did we need to go through I don't believe we did have to go through the historic commission for that, because it was not on the historic registry.
Our office conducts a section 106 review with the State Historic Preservation Office whenever federal funds are used to execute, actions. We did not use federal funds for this process.
Okay, fair enough, I was just looking for some clarity. Thank you.
Is there anyone else?
Good evening. I'm Robert Schaefer, I'm the one that did it. And that was a beautiful old building, but I'm sure it needed a whole lot of work. And it was very costly to have it tore down, but, I don't think anybody's gonna pay $125,000 for that lot. And it's been, it was put for sale sometime this summer, wasn't it? I believe.
Well, the first sale sign went up.
Yeah, in the summertime, so, you know, there has been no bid on that lot, except my bid. I hope you will, I'm definitely in favor of selling it, and I'm in favor of you selling it. So, thank you.
Mr. Shepherd? Anyone else? Declare the public hearing closed for the property at 1301 Avery Street. Do we have any motions, any questions from URA?
I would say that I agree with Mr. Benoit. I would like to, I think that this is probably a property we could develop, and that loss is just way too much for that bid. That's my opinion.
Any other comments before I ask some questions?
Madam Chair,
Mr. Rector?
I'm gonna kind of echo what Mr. Huffman had to say there. When I look at these, I look at, you know, kind of the ratio of the bid to how much we have into a property. $135,000 is an awful lot for an $80,000 bid. The
Mr. Burkowski?
Thank you. Yeah, I just agree, having $135,000 investment in this property, whether it's sat there for 6 months or whatever, can't justify a cost of $8,000 and change. So I would be in favor of not accepting the offer.
Thank you. And I would like to add to that, our development department, what Mr. Stafford is wanting to do, our development department does. Between that and, the Wood County, economic development, they also do it. We haven't even had time to even, with just doing this past summer, to put it out there. There is a website that the Wood County Economic Development puts on, our properties on. So, I agree with what URA members have said. Do we have a motion? Dies for lack of motion.
Alright, next up on your agenda is a 107 Pike Street, an application to purchase. This is also located in an R3 residential district. The lot is just about a quarter of an acre, about 10,000 square feet. The URA acquired this property in 2023 via donation, and later invested about $5,000 into a demolition on this site as well. Jason Cottrell is our applicant. They submitted a bid for $500, proposing to use the property as a yard extension. In this picture, I believe the property would be to the left, if you can see where the driveway is, and there's already a garage back there. The plan is to clear it, removing the dead trees, clean up and just maintain the lot. Not located in one of our planning focus areas. This proposed use, is consistent with the designation of the land. It maintains that low density residential use and supports the existing neighborhood character. With that concludes my staff report for 1107 Pike Street.
Thank you, Joanne. I'm gonna open the floor for public hearing on the property at 1107 Pike Street. Anyone who wants to speak for it or against it, please come forward.
I actually have a couple questions now that I've decided on this. Would you mind if I ask Mr. Barber the question, because I don't know if you'll necessarily understand it or not.
About this piece of property?
Yeah. Well, this property and the other properties as a whole, because I know a couple people voted that you don't necessarily want to let it go for a little value.
Excuse me, we got a public hearing going on. The rules are you have to speak about the property that is before you.
Right, so if you're wanting to get $500 out of this property, is it because you wanted to get more and you have to sell it for $500, or is it a possibility that you could get higher?
This is the first time we've been offered any money on this property.
Okay.
Okay, so it's up to you, all right, we have questions. You guys can ask your questions about the property, speak for or against it.
Well, I'm just trying to ask the question, but I feel like I'm just getting met with resistance when I ask it.
I don't know how we're talking.
Does that make sense?
I'm not meeting you with resistance, sir.
I can't tell.
Yes.
Hi guys, I am Jason Cockrell. I live in the house at 1103. That's my truck and my garage down back. I've lived there off and on since I was a teenager, 35 plus years. When Mr. and Mrs. Murphy lived there in the house, I always took care of the property for them because they wasn't very good at it. You can see it there. I've already started cleaning it up. The grass that's moved there, that was all me. Nobody from the city's ever come and said, hey, we need to mow this grass. I don't know how much it is, that you guys pay every month or whatever to maintain these properties. But I know you haven't had to spend any money on this one, because I did it all. I mean, I'm not bragging, that's just me. Back does flood, which is not a big deal to me, because you see all my properties up a little high. But I would like to maybe, later on level it off, maybe put a garden or something like that. I got some notes here. If you got I can't remember the guy that was up there, but tell me if I'm wrong. To build something on that property, you would have to have a 15-foot from property line, or something like that. I know it's at least 10, okay? Maybe 15, I'm not sure, but it's only 50 feet wide, so how big of a house would you build? You see what I'm saying? But my goal is to just finish cleaning it up. The trees there, the 2 trees that are there, both of them are leaning away from each other. They are like right in the middle of mine and that property. It's just any time both of them will go around. I'm surprised it didn't with this high school. But I would like to clean them out of there, clean the property up, make it more of my property. Eventually, fence it in, things like that. Really, I only offered 500 because I've never done this, okay? That's just one thing that you don't have to worry about, accept it or not. But I appreciate you guys being here and, letting people come up and talk and speak. I'm a school teacher, so, I know what it's like to be on your guys' side listening to the kids all the time. But kudos to you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else for public hearing? Public hearing is now closed. Anything from URA? Mr. Rexroad?
So back to what I said on the other one with the, what we have in it compared to the bid, that's a lot better of a ratio there. But what I'd really take into consideration looking at that is some different things, such as like who's maintained it the whole time, and with you maintaining it, sir, for that long, that's a point in my book in your favor. I think you were a little bit modest about the flooding. I've seen that area. The whole back end of that lot's pretty much useless when it rains, especially in the spring, and being a long, skinny lot, not the best redevelopment. So based on that criteria for this particular property, I think I would recommend to go ahead and sell it.
Thank you. Roger.
There's no discussion. Ms. Cool?
Mr. Burdowski?
Yes, I've viewed the property. It is landlocked on both sides. Slopes down, quite a bit of flooding. I've seen videos, been shared with me. Typically, like to recoup a little bit more on the investment, but given it's a property adjacent owner and the amount of time he's maintained this property, I'd be in favor of it on this one to accept this bid.
Anyone else?
Mr. President, I motion to accept the application from Jason Cottrell for $500 for this project. We have a motion. Okay, thank you.
Just to let you know. But I would also like to say, Mr. Cottrell, you maintain your property, your personal property as of right now very well. I know that you mowed that. I know that you cleaned it up from what it was even after the demo, and I commend you for that. Thank you for saving the city a little bit. Thank you.
Ms. Cool,
Mr. Rickman?
just to clarify, I didn't make a motion. Did Mr. Brown second it? But I will
Yes, he
definitely
did.
make that motion. So
Are you making that motion now?
I will make the motion
I'm sorry.
to accept the bid of
And Roger
$500.
is seconding. Thank you. Call your vote, please.
Mr. McCready?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. Tuck? Yes. Mr. Huffman?
Yes.
Mr. Rexroad?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Bukowski?
Yes.
Ms. Cool?
Yes, congratulations, Mr. Cottrell. Just get with Brian with development, and they'll give it to Lamar, give him a call.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Could you pass that down? Zach, could you take one and pass that down? As a governing body of the public agency, we may hold an executive session during a regular, special, or emergency meeting. In accordance with the provisions of this section, presiding officer of the governing body shall identify the authorization under this section for holding the executive session and present it to the governing body and to the general public, but no decision may be made in this executive session. An executive session may be held only upon a majority affirmative vote of the members present of the governing body of the public agency. A public agency may hold an executive session and exclude the public only when a closed session is required for any of the following actions. That is Article 6(9)(a) of the Open Governmental Procedures. I am going to Article 6(9)(a) 9. To consider, this is one of the reasons, some of the reasons that we can hold an executive session, which I am calling tonight. It is to consider involving or affecting the purchase, sale, or lease of property, advanced construction planning, the investment of public funds, or other matters involving commercial competition, which, if made public, might adversely affect the financial or other interests of the state or any political subdivision, provided that information relied on during the course of deliberations on matters involving commercial competition are exempt from disclosure under the open meetings requirements of this article only until the commercial competition has been finalized and completed. Provided, however, that information not become subject, provide that information not subject to release pursuant to the West Virginia Freedom of Information Act does not become subject to disclosure as a result of executive session. I am asking for a motion for us to go into executive session.
Motion to move to executive session.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Connie, the vote, please.
Mr. McCready?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. Tuff?
Yes.
Mr. Huffman?
Yes.
Mr. Rexroad?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Bukowski?
Yes.
Ms. Cool?
Yes. We are now in executive session. We will meet in a small conference room.
Madam President, if you could just indicate what staff, if any, you would like to.
I'm sorry, we would like to have Ryan Barber, Blaine Myers, Calais, all the council, and Bonnie.
Hi, Miss Connie. They can be in there for 10 minutes or 3 hours.
Well, Tom's gone, so we're gonna do it. I did that.
5 minutes.
Last night.
What are you doing, Miss Connie?
It's all, it goes to skis. Comes back after a couple of minutes. The only part of the shady shit that they can't do back there is actually drugs. Well, they have to come out here to face it, so they can agree on it. They cannot take it. It won't be easy.
One more thing, you got one. Yeah. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Oh, yeah. You got the pot, you got the pot in my backyard. You put it on the floor. I'll be back in a minute. They'll be 30 minutes.
Obviously, it's kind of a little more strict because it's made. Very much. That's how you enforce it.
Well, except the last one, I did not look good at that. You got me off guard in that. I was like, this time I was like, I'm making sure if he gets me on camera, I'm gonna look good. I was like eyeballing. I was like making sure you don't look Oh, yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
that's kind of what I realized. Because at first, I went back to the station that I did, and I was like, this guy, because you got here back in front of my camera, and I was like, I think he thinks with you on. But then, I heard it. Yes, and then I talked to my
No, I'm not. But I did live in Vermont for a couple of years, so I do know about triangles and stuff. ABS takes. It's like we don't do two anymore. Airbags. We do 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock. Oh, they don't even use women bodies in tests. It's all tested for women.
I never crossed the threshold. I never crossed the threshold. Yeah, so like, right here. I get out of this. Yeah, I get that. I didn't help me. So what happened? I think it's like, why was I remember, I commented, I was like, isn't any interested, what are you worried about? He wasn't.
You don't get volunteer, you go volunteer to go up, you just volunteer to ride besides, and then you decide what to do with it.
Oh, yes, about the yeah, it's subjective. But
everybody's comfortable with it. So now we get
Yeah, you're right.
my kids, my son and his friend spent the night right there.
Oh, that's him? Okay.
Talking about
I just don't comfortable. I work for a hospice, I work. I work all of my life, I have always been oddly comfortable at best. It was weird because until I got my childhood traumas, it's all things my migration about how young the chicken house and how I was stuck in the chicken house. It's my job to help the process people to where their next journey. No, actually, most of the Irish and Scottish, and German back to Martin Luther, descended from Jacob, not Martin, Jacob, close.
Why do they?
Forever, somewhere along the way, they thought they descended from Martin, but it was actually Jacob. I went on to Job's Witnesses site because they knew the lineages. Yeah, they were very, very good to lineages, especially religious figures. I started going back to almost. Jefferson.
Suspense, green recycling.
It's not surprising today, but it was just a secret back then. Like, I never heard of my grandma. And just like sometimes
URA is back in session. As pursuant to the code, there was no decisions made in that meeting. I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Connie, the vote, please. We have a motion and a second.
Mr. McCready?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. Tuck? Yes. Mr. Huffman?
Yes.
Mr. Rex Road?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Polkowski?
Yes.
Ms. Cool?
Yes, we are adjourned.
switch.
And then I had a couple of, I think I said you
You guys came back out?
I just found out because I know your kid. I talked to her the other day at school. She was like, "Yeah, my boss is coming in."
I know.
Oh my God, it's so cold out there.
Oh,
We
I
about froze
figure.
to death.
All right, well, I'll see you around.
Okay, thank you, Andrew, for
Yep,
coming.
we'll see us.
Well, with the holidays too.
You did.
Okay.
Yeah. Think about building. How I got them. Contractor and all that. I get all that. The plan is, I like to try to put things concrete. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking about at least trying to do some kind of else.
So they have a really, really great
What?
Brian!